usual, fumbling around. Oh, I don't see. Let's keep trying. Maybe if we bring up a menu. Let's see what else we got. Let's see if that has changed anything. There we go. We're up. Alright. Keep from blabbing too long. Let's set ourselves a little timer here. Cool. Alright. I'll keep this short. A little update video on our work in progress house we're building. So we'll start off with a little aerial view here. I've been learning ARK and got about 500 hours roughly in game, although some of it was literally asleep at the keyboard from pushing it too long. But here we've got in the distance, you can sort of see my old compound that we built on this Pyrian Mod. This is on Pookie Video's server. So shout out to Pookie Video. Feel free to check them out on Twitch. And this is various sets of mods here, but the main one is the Pyria, P-Y-R-I-A, along with some various dragon mods, I believe. So there's some mythical creatures and other cool stuff. And it's pretty aggressive animals. There are some friendly tames, but yeah, some of the bosses are pretty strack. So, anyways, this is actually my first time using keep pieces, and I played around with the various settings on them just so I wasn't staring at gray stone, because I already built that with just regular stone pieces, and the similarity is there, even though there is more details and a little bit more variety in pieces with the keep structures. Anyways, I started off with the main building in the center. It was kind of blah, so I messed around with the patterns a little bit. If we go over to the roof, you can see I've actually tried to incorporate some of the glass pieces, small pieces. They don't quite fit height-wise, but it does provide a cool effect. So you can see some of the internals, and I use some clear pieces on the floors inside. We'll get to that in a little bit. Since there were some aggressive animals constantly spawning and literally we just wandering up and down the beach, I had to build a fence to keep the rough ones out, although it doesn't do anything about aerial creatures. We do have some drop points, and this is actually my latest addition, is a couple of stables. They're open-sided, so for easier entrance and stuff. So let's go in for a landing and walkie walk, just wide enough that smaller creatures can wander on in. Hello. Just hitch him up here if I can. Weep. Okay. So here's one of my more recent tames. He's a salamander. They're a friendly tame, but the trouble, well, you do have to trank them out. But trouble is, as soon as you do any aggressive moves to them, they take off and they run quick. And I had managed to chase him down and fill him with enough tranks, but he still ran off, and I eventually found him several hundred yards away from here, up the gorge there. Let's see, these are also normally scary terror birds, but on this iteration of the server, they are friendly tames. So have them follow you around. You can ride them if you put a saddle on them. But enough of that. So here's some of the keep structures with the wooden options implemented. Some of them have windows. Some of them have variations in the board patterns. So here I've actually tried to use dark matter. I'm not sure how it's coming through, but I have only the lower graphic settings right now, so I'm not sure how it will look on ultra or epic, but still pretty cool nonetheless. So inside, got some forges going, cranking out some metal ingots. Now here we got some centaurs, also friendly tames. They don't talk. They actually neigh and whinny just like regular horses, which is a little disconcerting, but pretty cool nonetheless. Got my generator going. Runs off of gasoline, which you can refine off of oil in the forges. And I got my table full of mortar and pestles, crank out various resources on the next level. Put in some machines. They're commonly used. Got some OCD vaults. I didn't break them out by separate items like I did in my other house. Across a creek, river, whatever, waterway. Here. And I've basically hidden all sorts of stations underneath the spiral staircase. Here's a masonry table under there. Drink some water. See how I've bashed the cabinets to the sides of the sinks. And pardon me. We zip around to here. There's our stove with a couple more cabinets. Actually, I didn't put cabinets on this time, unlike I made the long countertop at the other house. A couple more stations here, so let's mosey on upstairs. So up here, there's a little walkway view. Here I got the compost bin and this fertilizer silo. Don't have any crops on this side of the fence, but I just went through the motions and built it anyways. I could always just install some plots, crop plots up here, some irrigation, or what have you. Whoops. I just fell through the quick little escape chute there. I'll show you a better view from up here. So I built these in here. I could have put railings in. I put that in basically for visual impact through the windows. Style over structure. There, here we got the crafted table. Kind of gave them a food tray for visual food, bed for respawning. It's actually glass ceiling with a keep piece right in the middle there. If we head up the final sets of spiral stairs, there's one in each corner. You can kind of overlook here. And then we have another sub-level. We're actually at the roof. And don't tell anybody, but these are secret doors. We're going to look down through the various levels and see how the light plays and the movement. I think that's pretty cool. If I do say so myself, I could also put crops up here if I wanted to and build a greenhouse. And it gives you a view of the other setup I had initially across the way. So take a quick look around here. You can see how we can look over the other structure. And we'll head back down. Secret doors. Get too dizzy here. So it's a pretty big building, but once you start filling it up, if you don't manage your space very well, it looks kind of cluttered. And I built the stables because I had a lot more of my tames in here, and they did not fit in. All these animals took up a lot of space, so there's still quite a bit of enclosed space here. So if I ever decide to move in some larger animals, well, there's various ways to get in and out of the building, as you can see. First, little dock area here. We'll take a look. I put in a couple drawbridges. They can go up and actually open the channel for boat traffic. Not sure why this is open. It's kind of weird. There we go. Okay. Not quite symmetrical, but will do. So that's basically the latest build from both sides of the street. Here's the old house. I actually made a previous video on that before. Feel free to check it out. And thanks for watching. I'm just gonna scoot around a little bit. Bye.